everyone, Caffeine Man here, and the FDA may be shutting down Prime Energy. All the details about the article that I read, and you may have even heard about it on the news. It's coming right up. Hello again, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. As many of you have heard, Prime is in the news again. And I've had numerous people send me the article about everything that's going on. And at first I thought, oh my goodness, this is just another absurd article. But as more people kept sending it to me and it's been making national news, I said, you know what? I'm going to make a video on this. And I felt like I should make a video to tell you what the article says and discuss the topic a little bit more. I am going to start off by reading the title of the article, go through several of the main points of the article, give a little bit of my own commentary throughout, give you my final thoughts on the whole thing and how I think it's going to play out. Let's jump right into this. Now here's the first article that was sent to me, and many of the other articles were very similar in title, as well as the news articles and stuff that was mentioned actually on TV. The FDA is being asked to look into YouTube star's energy drink, which has caffeine of 6 Cokes. Some grammatical errors in a news article. Gonna let it slide. What's important to note in this article, and actually any article that you read, not just on this topic, but any article that the news reports, it is interesting to look for words that say asking, and could be, and might be. When I see these words in an article, I tell people to really understand what those words mean. What do I mean by that? Well, truth be told, I might be an undercover FBI agent. I could secretly be a bikini model. And someone recently asked me to run across the highway. Are you smart enough to see where I'm going with this? These words that news and social media like to use could be entirely false. Let's continue. Prime has as much caffeine as 6 cans of Coke. Six cans of Coke. Can you believe that it has as much caffeine as 6 cans of Coke? So what? What is that? You're throwing a number that I guess 6 is a big number. 6 cans of Coke. I mean, who actually wrote this article? Who went and said, oh, you know what? Let's say that it's 6 cans of Coke. Because you know what they could have said? This energy drink has the same amount of caffeine as a medium iced coffee. It's true. So once again, people throwing in words and analogies to try and get a reaction out of you, but really, so I just let's continue on. You'll be hearing me say that a lot. I want to stay focused. Also, this is an energy drink. It is not soda. Let's continue on. Now let's get into that article a little bit more. Some notable lines from the article. An influencer-backed energy drink that has earned viral popularity among children is facing scrutiny from lawmakers and health experts over its potentially dangerous levels of caffeine. On Sunday, Senator Charles Schumer called on the Food and Drug Administration to investigate Prime, a beverage founded by the YouTube stars Logan Paul and KSI that has become an obsession among the influencer's legions of young followers. Quote from Schumer, one of the hottest summer status symbols for kids is not an outfit, not a toy, it's a beverage. But buyers and parents beware, because it's a serious health concern for kids. It so feverishly targets. Feverishly targets? Feverishly targets? What is this guy talking about? It's called marketing. All they're doing is marketing, and they're marketing to their audience. Their audience is an audience of all ages. Could it be a lot of kids? Could it be a lot of adults? Could it be a lot of middle-aged people? Whatever it is, it's millions of people, so it's gonna be a lot of kids, but they're not just specifically advertising to them. It's not like they're putting cartoons out there for kids. Their advertising is general advertising. And they're marketing Prime Hydration more than they're marketing Prime Energy. Honestly, if you just look at their social media, most of their stuff is pushing Prime Hydration, and Prime Hydration is what's selling more than Prime Energy. I mean, to the best of my knowledge, Prime Hydration is the one that has been selling out everywhere. I mean, in the UK, people were going crazy for it. They were charging hundreds of dollars for a single bottle. In the US, people are still going crazy for it because it is a popular drink, but it's the hydration drinks that are selling out everywhere. I have not been to a store yet that I couldn't find a Prime Energy drink. You want a Prime Energy drink, you can walk into any store that sells Prime and you can get get it because the Prime energy drinks aren't as hot as the hydration bottles. Let's continue. A Prime representative said that their energy drink comes with a warning that it is not recommended for children 18 and under and contains a comparable level of caffeine to its competitors. Fact. No potentially, no might, no maybe. A factual statement in this article. Good job. Prime also noted that they sell a separate sports drink, Prime Hydration, which contains no caffeine at all. And that is the one, like I said, that is much more popular in selling. But, according to the article, in his letter to the FDA, Schumer claimed that there was little noticeable difference in the online marketing of the two drinks, leading many parents to believe they were purchasing a juice for their kids, only to wind up with a cauldron of caffeine. Who writes this stuff? Seriously, who? All right. Well, if Schumer can't see the difference between the two, he's an idiot. And if parents can't tell the difference between the two, they're idiots as well. One is clearly a bottle, and sports drinks are sold in bottles. Therefore, the Prime Hydration comes in a sports bottle. Energy drinks and soda are sold in cans that are 12 ounces, and very different than what a bottle is. And now let's talk reading and comprehension, people. It clearly says energy drink on there. If a parent mistakes reading that, then they need to go back to first grade and take reading over again, because you're going to be giving this to your child. You read what is on the can and decide, oh, hey, this is an energy drink. No. Oh, here's a bottle, no caffeine, okay. And the thing is, the media, they eat this stuff up and then they shove it down your throat. My uncle, who is over 70 years old, asked me if I knew what was going on with this Prime thing and if Prime was okay for his grandkids to drink. My 70-year-old uncle knows about this topic. And the thing is, a lot of people, they just read the headlines or they just hear part of the story without delving deeper into it. And heck, at least my uncle asked me about it to be more informed on the topic, so thank you to him. And I went on to tell him what I know, and I was pretty certain that his grandkids were drinking the Prime Hydration, but always good to double check to see if they're drinking the energy drinks, because they probably shouldn't be drinking them. Well, one of them. The other two are there in college, so they might need them for those long hours of cramming for exams and stuff, but then they shouldn't be drinking Prime. They should be drinking a nootropic like C4 Smart Energy or Gorilla Mind. So, those are the highlights of the article. That is to give you a general idea of what the article is about. There's other little things in there, but basically that is the core of what the article is about. Now, what are my impressions on this? Well, as you can tell, I gave you a little dialogue along the way. I am a little bit annoyed by it. It's really just the media causing a stir for the sake of causing a stir. They're looking for a popular topic, and because there are so many haters of Logan Paul and KSI, mostly Logan Paul, they're able to do stories on this, get it all hyped up, cause a ruckus. But on the surface, Prime is a 200 milligram energy drink in a 12-ounce can, just like any other 200 milligram energy drink in a 12-ounce can. It's not just Prime. The ever so popular Celsius 12-ounce can, 200 milligrams. C4 Smart 12-ounce can, 200 milligrams. Rainstorm 12-ounce can, 200 milligrams. Accelerator, Alani Nu, and so many more. It's not just Prime. They're doing the same exact thing as all the competition's doing. Therefore, the FDA isn't going to do anything at all about this. What can they do to Prime when they're selling the same exact energy drinks on the market that's already in all the stores with the same exact stats, same exact numbers? Any kid could go into the store, buy any of these drinks, and for that matter, any of them can go in the store and buy Bang and Reign at 300 milligrams. Therefore, what's the FDA going to be able to do about this? They're not going to be able to do anything. Or are they? This is where it gets interesting. I've been focusing on how ridiculous this article is from an energy drink point of view. Like I said, there's so many 12-ounce cans with 200 milligrams in them. Not much the FDA can do about that. But it is good to point out that the article did have a lot of factual statements in it. Kids shouldn't be drinking 200 milligrams of caffeine. That is very, very true. I believe in caffeine safety, and I actually did an in-depth video about kids and caffeine. It's a very interesting interesting and educational video. If you want to know more about it, I highly recommend checking it out. So it is true that 200 milligrams is a lot for kids and potentially dangerous for a kid. It is also good to point out what they mean by kids. Are they talking kids as in 12 and under, or are they talking teenagers 13 to 17, because in that age category, there are different milligram amounts, but still most health professionals still don't want even a 17-year-old to have 200 milligrams of caffeine. Therefore, if it takes a big controversial issue like this for the FDA to actually look at caffeine safety in the United States, Prime Energy might be the fall guy. But that ain't such a bad thing. Not to say anything bad about Prime. Nothing bad is going to happen to Prime because, like I said, it's just like all the other drinks. But because of Prime, it's bringing it to the attention of the rest of the world that we have caffeine concerns, caffeine safety issues in the United States. The United States is one of the only countries that doesn't have any regulations on caffeine. Most other countries, like the UK, Canada, and many other countries, have caffeine safety limits. Energy drinks in the United States, like Reign and Bang, that have 300 milligrams in a 16-ounce can, in other countries have 200 milligrams. And if they have energy drinks that are 12-ounce cans, it's less than 200 because the caffeine safety is based on a safe amount of caffeine per ounce. It's really something that the FDA should look into, bringing it to the US, because when kids start drinking Prime Energy, there can be issues. And it's not Prime's problem, it's the FDA for not regulating it earlier. You can blame the parents and the kids too. They're the ones buying it and drinking it. So, do I think that this is a stupid article giving negative publicity to Prime and all the haters try and make people not buy it anymore? Oh, yes, I think that is part of it. But truth be told, there is a senator in New York who's saying it's not safe for kids, and he is accurate. I called him an idiot for some of his statements and stuff, but he might be uneducated on the topic, but he does make a good point. He should not be focusing on Prime, which is what the article is based around. It should be focused on all caffeinated products, not just energy drinks too. Like I said, a medium iced coffee has 200 milligrams. A large iced coffee has nearly 400 milligrams of caffeine. But nobody says anything about that because it's coffee. But even though I said that the article is kind of stupid, like I said, it is based on the energy drink side of it. But could some good come out of it? Potentially. Potentially being one of those words, it could or could not happen, but we can always hope for the best. I am guessing that most likely the FDA isn't really going to do much about this. They're going to make a statement saying they do have the same as the others, and then hope it gets swept under the carpet, and then people will forget about it, and they will just go about their business. But if the FDA does decide to put caffeine safety regulations in the US, that will be amazing, and it'll be a big step for the energy drink market. Some companies might not like it, but then if they charge the same price, put less caffeine in there, they'll save some money too. To see that video, talk about kids and caffeine, click on that link right there. That'll take you to the video. Very informative, very educational. And if you'd like to see a playlist of all my informative caffeine safety videos, I'll put that playlist right there. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and until next time, have yourselves a great day. Or night.